Hello po mga kababayan, kamusta po kayong lahat? And once again, welcome back to another episode of Simply Talkies Vlog. Ang pag-uusapan natin mga kababayan ay ito pong balita dito sa bisita ng ating pagbisita ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos diyan po sa Washington DC sa kanilang trilateral meeting between the Philippines, Japan, and United States. So, hanggang linggo pala ito, 14, no? Daming mapupuntahan ng Pangulo dito. Actually, meron din na tayong ipapakitang video sa inyo, no? ng Pangulong Joe Biden ng United States sa kanyang talumpati dito sa trilateral meeting. Ano po yung nire-reaffirm ng US President sa dalawang bansa, lalong-lalo na sa Pilipinas, no? Pero bago po natin 'yan iano sa inyo kasi maraming kaganapan po dito, no? Yung mga accomplishment na naganap diyan in 2 days, no? Ipapahapyaw lang natin pero just to give you an update. So dito bago po magsimula itong trilateral meeting na ito sa balita ng PCO, official Facebook page mga kababayan. Sabi po dito, US sees no reason for China to overreact on PH, Japan, USAU Maritime Patrol in South China Sea. Yun lang po ang sabi ni John Kirby, US National Security Council Coordinator for Strategic Communication. Di dapat mabahala ang China dyan. Kaso ang China nga, nababahala kasi nga, pwede siyang i-gang up. Di ba sabi niya, ayaw ko ng mga groupings. Pero siya rin nakipag joint patrol din kasama Russia. Di ba? Hindi niya lang may sama yung North Korea. Silang tatlo lang naman. Di ba? Ano ang sabi dito ni John Kirby? This is about freedom of navigation. It's about adherence to international law. It's about proving the simple point that our allies will fly, sail, and operate whenever international law permits us to do, and it does in the South China Sea. Diba? And I think you can look forward to additional opportunities for us to conduct those kinds of maritime patrol, but they are really about reconfirming a simple principle about international maritime law in international water. So, ayan. So, expect for more. So, hindi dapat mabahala dyan. Ang China, takot na takot Duwag bib pala, gago Diba? Eto pa, mga kababayan. No? Ipapanood ko lang sa inyo yung video ng Pangulong Joe Biden dyan sa kanilang trilateral meeting. No? This is about 6 minutes video. No? Mayroon kayong makukuha dito na maganda po ito So yan po.
President, Mr. Prime Minister, today we mark a historic moment. The first ever leaders summit between the United States, Japan, and the Philippines. And it's truly an honor to have you both here as we begin this new era of a partnership. As you've heard me say before, a great deal of history in our world will be written in the Indo-Pacific over the coming years. And as the three allies, three steadfast partners, and three proud democracies representing 500 million people, and today we commit to writing that story in the future together. To building the Indo-Pacific that is free, open, prosperous, and secure for all. This afternoon, we'll discuss a few key areas where our nations are deepening ties. First, technology and clean energy. For securing our semiconductor supply chain, from securing our semiconductor supply chain to expanding trusted telecommunications in the Philippines, to building a clean energy workforce, to expanding our cooperation across the entire board. Second, we're deepening our maritime and security ties. This is something I know you've discussed with Vice President Harris during her travel to the Indo-Pacific. And I want to be clear, the United States The United States defense commitments to Japan and to the Philippines are ironclad. They're ironclad. As I've said before, any attack on Philippine aircraft, vessels, or armed forces in the South China Sea would invoke our Mutual Defense Treaty. Finally, I'm proud to announce we're launching an economic corridor in the Philippines as part of the G7's Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment. This is the first corridor in the Indo-Pacific. It means more jobs for people across the entire region. It means more investment in sectors critical to our future: clean energy, ports, railroads, agriculture, and much more. I'm looking forward to discussing all this with all of you. But first, Mr. President, I'm going to hand it over to you, President Marcos.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Once again, allow me to thank you for hosting us, Prime Minister Kishida and myself, in the White House for this very important agreement, which we are going to formalize today. We meet today as friends and partners, bound by a shared vision and pursuit of a peaceful, stable, and prosperous Indo-Pacific. It is a partnership born not out of convenience nor of expediency, but as a natural progression of a deepening relation and robust cooperation amongst our three countries, linked by a profound respect for democracy, good governance, and the rule of law. Today's historic summit is a culmination of several preparatory engagements between our foreign ministries, our national security advisors, and our vice ministers, as well as the conduct of trilateral maritime exercises and joint development cooperation. But this meeting can be just a beginning. Facing the complex challenges of our time requires concerted efforts on everyone's part, a dedication to a common purpose, and an unwavering commitment to the rules-based international order. This is a meeting that looks ahead. As we deepen our ties and enhance our coordination, we seek to identify ways of growing our economies and making them more resilient, climate-proofing our cities and our societies, sustaining our development progress, and forging a peaceful world for the next generation. Today's summit is an opportunity to define the future that we want and how we intend to achieve it together. Thank you, and I wish us all a successful meeting.
はい、日米非首脳会合の初めての開催を歓迎いたします。バイデン大統領のイニシアティブに感謝いたします。そしてバイデン大統領とも昨年の11月以来ですが、こうして再会できますことを嬉しく思っています。世界が複合的な危機に直面する中、法の支配に基づく自由で開かれた国際秩序の維持
countries is essential if we are to maintain and bolster a free and open international order based on the rule of law. Today's meeting will make history as an occasion that significantly pushed forward such initiative. Japan, the US, and the Philippines are maritime nations connected by the Pacific Ocean and are natural partners. We share fundamental values and principles and have supported regional economic development. In order to secure peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific, I hope to reaffirm our intention to further strengthen trilateral cooperation and to present the specific way forward through today's meeting. Thank you.
President, Mr. Prime Minister, to put it simply, when we stand as one, we're able to forge a better future for all. And that's what this new trilat is all about, in my view. Building a better future for people across the Indo-Pacific and, quite frankly, beyond, around the world. So thank you both for being here, and I look forward to this first summit and many more in the years ahead. And as we say goodbye to the press, we'll wait a minute here and we'll get moving.
So okay, yan po no mga kababayan. no? Ang ganda ng speech, no? Well written. Pero ang maganda dito, ang sabi ng Pangulo ng Amerika na si Joe Biden, I want to be clear. The United States defense commitments to Japan and to the Philippines are ironclad. They are ironclad, as I said before. Any attack on Philippine aircraft, vessels, or armed forces in South China Sea will invoke our Mutual Defense Treaty. Yun ang maganda. Ang question lang natin dyan is gaano kabilis ma-invoke ang Mutual Defense Treaty. Kasi sabi nila, kailangan pang dumaan ito sa Kongreso ng Amerika. So, we will find out just in case. But, we're not hoping to go there. Okay? Yun lang ang commitment. We will do our part because we have a Mutual Defense Treaty. Yan ang kinatatakot ni Digong na ayaw niyang yung kampihan ng Amerika. Kasi nga, galit na galit sila sa Amerika. Okay? Aside from that, ito naman ang sabi rin sa PCO, US, Japan express serious concern over China's action in the South China Sea. Vow, nangangako to aid PH in developing maritime capability. Ay, naku, baka mag-develop na tayo ng ating mga aircraft carrier. Ito na lang sabi ha. We steadfastly oppose the dangerous and coercive use of Coast Guard and maritime militia vessels in the South China Sea, as well as efforts to disrupt other countries' offshore resource exploitation. Yun po ang sabi nila, no? We reiterate serious concerns over the PRC's, People's Republic of China's repeated destruction of Philippine vessels, exercise of high seas freedom of navigation, and the disruption of supply lines to Second Thomas Shoal, which constitute dangerous and destabilizing conduct. Ayan po, no? At least tutulungan nila tayo, nangangako sila na i-develop ang ating maritime capability. Ayos yan, mga kababayan. Ako, go ako dyan. Basta para sa ating bansa at kailangan natin, di wow, di ba? Ito pa, ito maganda ito. US, Japan, commit to helping PH develop critical and emerging technologies, train new talent. So, ayan. We intend to pursue a new semiconductor workforce development initiative through which students from the Philippines will receive world-class training at leading American and Japanese universities to help secure our nation's semiconductor supply chains. Ayun po ang sabi ng nasa meeting na yan. This initiative complements the expansion of semiconductor investment in the Philippines that would strengthen supply chain resiliency among our three nations. Furthermore, through the CHIPS and Science Arts International Technology Security and Innovation Fund, the United States and the Philippines plan to coordinate our efforts to develop and expand the Philippine semiconductor workforce to strengthen the global supply chain. Sabi diyan sa joint statement. Di ba? Sana naman mapabilis na tong economic provision sa Chacha, no? Senate, bilis, do your job. Help our country. It's about time, no? Basta economic provision lang. Okay? Ano pa ang mga napag-usapan diyan? Inquirer.net. US, Japan to open nuclear energy study tours for experts. So, ayun. Kabum-kabum na ito, no? Willing silang bigyan ng pagkakataon ulit ang nuclear energy. Nuclear energy study tours for Filipino experts will be opened by United States and Japan in hopes of pushing for an expanded collaboration on clean energy, the leaders of the three countries announced on Thursday. Ayan. Recognizing the Philippines' request for further training and capacity building for scientists, engineers, and relevant personnel and policy makers, our three nations seeks to expand our partnership on safe and secure civil nuclear capacity building. I think ito yung mga micronuclear, no? Yung mga malilit para sa ating energy resources. Under the Foundational Infrastructure for Responsible Use of Small Modular Reactor Technology o FIRST program, the United States and Japan plan to co-host a nuclear energy study tour in Japan for nuclear experts and policy decision makers from the Philippines and other first partner countries. So, ayan, maganda yan, no? Para naman sana, ma-develop na ulit yung Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Okay, ano pa? Ito pa, mga kababayan. US, Japan pledge $8 million to PH for Open Radio Access Network field trials. Uy, ano kaya ito? The United States and Japan have expressed their intention to put $8 million in the fields trial of an open radio access network in the Philippines, which is seen to ensure a secure and reliable information communication technology ecosystem. Ay, maganda yan, no? Okay yan. So, actually, ang investment na gusto nga nila dito is $100 billion investment to flow in the Philippines in 5 to 10 years. Wow! 100 billion for 5 to 10 years, mga kababayan. O sige, punta lang kayo. Paunlarin natin ang Pilipinas. Actually, mga kababayan, dito, nainggit nga ako dito eh. No? Kasi, if you can remember, nabanggit ko ba nung aming spring break, gala-gala, napunta kami ng headquarters ng YouTube, diyan po sa San Jose. Akala ko yung Silicon Valley, magkakatabi lang sila. Google, Microsoft, Apple, o whatever mga technology. Hindi pala, malaki po pa talaga, malalayong lugar. Pinakita nung anak ko, hindi, yun, no? Andyan yung Amazon. Maya-maya, layo kami. Andyan ang Microsoft. Ha? Ano ba? Nakita pa namin yung Tesla dyan sa may... I forgot. Yung... start sa letter M eh. Yung pinaka ng Tesla plantation. Ganda, mga laki mga kababae, mainggit ka. Wala na akong Tesla, mahal-mahal, no? Ito nagpunta yung mga Google executives doon sa Washington DC at kinakausap ang Pangulo. Kakainggit naman to, no? Gusto kong pumasok sana sa Google, makita ko lang yung technology, kaso ano eh. Ito po, sabi dito, yun na lang pong quote card. Google commits to assist PH medium-sized enterprise, no, grow their business online. Train 100,000 kids and parents on responsible use of digital technology. O, di ba? Kaboom. Google yan, ha? Malaking company yung Google. Actually, mga kababayan, nung nandun nga kami sa Google Store, ito, bumili yung anak ko, yung lalaki. Bumili siya, bola daw niya, laro siya. Gusto ko sanang bumili ng Google mug, yung pangkape. Ako, sabi ko, dami ko ng kape. Yung misis ko, bumili ng Google bag doon. Okay, souvenir, di ba? O, Google, send me something. Naman, di ba itong YouTube pag-aari ni Google? O, di ba? Ayan, nandun ang Google, ang galing-galing. Diba, ang daming pinuntahan ngayon ng Pangulo, yung second day niya, diba? Kayo talaga, Ano pa dito? Ika, tingnan natin, ano pa? Nakipagkita siya kay Lloyd Austin, the US Defense Secretary, dyan sa Pentagon, mga kababayan. Ayan, tingnan nyo yung larawan. Pentagon, nakapasok ang Pangulo sa Pentagon. Wow! Ito, pakita ko sa inyo, galing sa PCO lahat yung sinasabi ko, ha? Yan, day 2 niya, highlights, meeting with Ultrasafe Nuclear Corporation, meeting with Japan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, kay Pangulong Joe Biden, trilateral summit ng tatlong mga leaders. Di ba nakakatuwa? Ano pa? Okay, siguro bukas ulit. At meron pa ito, sabi dito, PH, US, Japan forge historic trilateral cooperation to protect Indo-Pacific region. We stand as one. Sana ganyan din ang panawagan ko sa mga kababayan nating Pilipino. We have to stand one in defending our sovereignty, our rights in West Philippine Sea. Yaan nyo na yung mga Dutertes na yan at mga minions nila, mga walang silbi po yung mga animal na yan. No? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, mangyari na yung mangyari, sila ang una nyong kunin at itapon nyo sila doon sa West Philippine Sea. Di ba? Ang dami pong napag-anuhan dito. Ito pa, PH, US, Japan announce launch of humanitarian assistance disaster response exercise. Kita nyo? Talagang ang Japan, gusto tayong baka meron din silang interest sa atin. Malay nyo, di ba? Kung papayag ng Supreme Court, sila na lang ang tie up natin sa drilling. Mas gustuhin ko pa ang mga Japanese kaysa sa mga Chinese. No? Gago ang Chinese eh. Pinakita nyo yung kulay nyo sa amin. Ayan, gago kayo. Yeah. Eto po, punta na tayo. Maiksi lang to, bigyan lang natin kayo ng mga pahapyaw-pahapyaw. Di ba? Eto, mga kababayan, yung galit na galit. Ha? Teka lang, isama natin to mga kababayan. Ha? Itong si Rowena Guanzon. Ayan sa politiko. Malinaw ang paninindigan ko. Guanzon support Marcos efforts to defend PH sovereignty. Dito lang tayo sa dulo. Support tayo pagdating sa pagtatanggol ng soberenya ng bansa. Maaaring hindi ako pabor kay Marcos Jr. sa maraming bagay, pero pagdating sa ganitong usapin ay manilaw ang paninindigan ko. Tapos meron siyang flag ng Pilipinas, Amerika at Japan. Di ba? Sige, Guanzon, kasama ka namin. Okay. Bati muna tayo ngayon ha, kasi wala munang kulay pagdating sa soberenya ng ating bansa. Ito namang China, gago. Ha? Kasi meron po akong nabasang ulat na yung mga taga-Pag-asa, residente ng Pag-asa Island, nakita nila yung barko ng China, no? Tapos sinusundan, kasunod yata yung kanilang mga barko na mangingisda. Ayun. Ang lapit nila sa Pag-asa Island. Ngayon, ang sinasabi ng China, China claims sovereignty over Pag-asa Island. Accuses PH of encroachment. Sige, you try it, dude. You try it. Sabi nila, this is RR waters. I have no other information for you. Gago. Di ba? Mga animal. Ha? Akala nyo na meron na tayong dyan sa Pag-asa. Sige, galawin ninyo. Gago ba kayo? Mga inutil pala kayo eh. Yayayabang mga kababayan. Naghanap lang tayo dito ng mga sinave ko mga kababayan. Para makita nyo. Ito pa. Mga Duterte, despicable supporter. Ayan mga kababayan 1,000 rallies gather in Moraita to support PBBM's West Philippine Sea initiatives. Ayan. Ha? Mga inutil kayo. Tignan nyo yung larawan na yan. Hindi po sila nagpro-protesta against Marcos admins. Himala po ito. Di ba yung natural na nakikita natin? Bong. Marcos tuta ng Amerika. Ganito. Tingnan nyo yung pinaglalaban ngayon. We stand and protect PBBM. Thank you naman mga kababayan. First time. Protect PBBM. Nakita nyo ha? Protect PBBM nako. Good job atin ito. Yan. Tuwang-tuwa ako mga kababayan. Hindi ko nababasahin kung ano pa tong mga to ha. Pero ito po sila. Alyansa, Bantay, Kapayapaan at Demokrasya. Kudos po sa inyo. Late ko na po naipakita ha. Thank you very much. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng Diyos. Be safe always ha. Ayan. Ano pa? Meron pa nga ako napanood mga kababayan. Mga nakamotor, dumaan sa Chinese Embassy sa Manila. Nag-horn po sila, nagbut-bot, pot. Ibig sabihin mga putang ina ninyo, umalis kayo dito. In-interpret ko na lang po. Okay? Hindi ko na mapakita yung video, nawawala eh. Nasa Twitter account yata nung mga yon, no? Tingnan nyo na lang po, hindi po ako magsinungaling sa inyo. Di ba? Ayan, ganyan. Kaya dapat, tulungan natin tong mga to. Marami na po tayong kakampi. Patuloy lang tayong maninindigan. Tulungan natin ang ating gobyerno, mga kababayan. Ano pa ang sabi ni PBBM? Bago siya umalis. Marcos vows fishers won't suffer anymore in West Philippine Sea. Kaboom! Digong! Nangangako vows. Pinapangako niya sa mga ngingisda natin that they will not suffer anymore in West Philippine Sea. President Marcos said the government will no longer sit idly by while Filipino fishers continue to suffer from threats in the West Philippine Sea. Ayan po ang sabi ni Philippine Ambassador to United States, Jose Romualdez. Romualdez said on Wednesday, April 10, the Philippine government is now taking strong actions in asserting its territorial integrity over its exclusive economic zone for so many years. The Filipino patience has been stretched to the limit. Correct? Yun yung ano ba to? Mayroon ako dito mga kababayan. Na-delete ko na. Yung mga naninindigan. Ha? Ito po, panoorin nyo ha. Ito. Ulat po ng UNTV again, mga kababayan. Nandito eh. Nasaan ba yun? Ito po, ito. Dito na tayo sa dulo. Okay?
Hati naman ang pananaw ng mga kababayan kaugnay ng pagtugon ng pamahalaan sa isyu ng West Philippine Sea Dispute. Mayroong naniniwalang sapat ang ginagawa ng pamahalaan upang ipagtanggol ang karapatan natin sa pinag-aagawang teritoryo at mayroon din namang nakukulangan sa efforts ng gobyerno.
Kasi binubuli tayo ng binubuli. Hindi naman tayo gumaganti. Di bali wala lang. Binubuli lang tayong binubuli.
Ang tingin ko po ay siguro bantayan ng gobyerno yung pong ating panukala na itigil na po yung ginagawa po ng China. Kasi po kung lalaban naman tayo ng force to force, tingin ko po ay lalaban din ng China. So magkakagulo po ng matindi at marami pong madamay.
Kailan pumalag na? Nambubuli na eh.
Parang sa akin sapat na siguro yun kasi ginagawa naman ng lahat yung magagawa nila para maprotektahan tayo.
Rosa Licoz, UNTV News and Rescue. Diyos ang aming sandigan, serbisyo publiko ang aming pinahahalagahan.
Ayan po mga kababayan ha. Napanood ninyo. May mga kababayan tayo. Sana pumalag na! Di ba? Ano ang sabi ni Ambassador Romualdez? Our patience is stretched to the limit. Kaya may gagawin tayo dyan. Kaya digong mag-antay-antay ka. Sumama ka dun sa West Philippine Sea. Tapos ibigay ka na namin sa China. That is what the President is fighting for. That is what we're all fighting for. We just want to be given our right to be able to explore our own environment, our territory, the respect for international law. Correct. The envoy said it's already about time for the Philippines to point out in a clear way to resolve the issue through dialogue in a manner that is not intended to push another country for a conflict. Correct? Diba? Ito pa. Sabi dito. So, these are things that we are simply fighting for. We are not looking for any conflict with any country. In fact, we're reaching out to ASEAN region. Again, it's a multilateral approach. This is a policy that the President has spelled out to all of us, that we want to be able to solve these issues multilaterally, not just because we have a strong ally like the United States. Correct. Kaya digong, yung mga pinagsasabi mo, laban sa aming presidente, ikaw lang yun kasi matalino ka kasi. No, matalino kasi siya, matalino. Matalinong gunggong. Okay, so yan po. Ngayon, mga kababayan, umaalma ang China dyan. Lalo na sa trilateral meeting. Eto po. Beijing, Islam's US, Japan's Philippines Summit. Say South China Sea actions lawful. Okay. So, ini-Islam naman nila yung nila katarantaduhan yan. Ayan. Beijing on Friday criticized the United States, Japan, and Philippines and defended its action in South China Sea as lawful. Ano doon ang lawful? Ang galing yung magsalita ng lawful, but you cannot abide to the international ruling. That is a law. Diba? After US President Joe Biden hosted a trilateral meeting in Washington, Biden on Thursday pledged to defend the Philippines from any attack in the South China Sea at the White House Summit, which came amid repeated confrontation between Chinese and Philippine vessels in the disputed waterway that have raised fears of water conflict. Ayan, ha? Itong sabi ni Mao Ning, we firmly oppose engaging in close cliche that exclude others in the region. Kasi daw po, hindi naman daw po parte ng South China Sea ang Amerika. So what? So what? Di ba? Mga sising tambuli, piling pa biktim ang mga gunggong. Eto pa. Meron pa silang matapang na sinabi, mga kababayan. Litis sa GMA News Online. China, PH, US Mutual Defense Treaty will not move us a bit. So what? Again, so what? Di ba? Sino ba nagsabing mamumove kayo? Sino ba sabing tinatakot kayo? Kayo lang. Mga maduduming utak, mga walang utak, makikitid tulad ng mata ninyo. The US is not a party to the South China Sea issue is not in the position of interfering in issues between China and the Philippines. The recent tensions in the South China Sea will not have occurred without the US egging on the Philippines. Gonggong! Kayo ang unang gumago sa amin, status quo. Pero anong ginawa ninyo? You build islands, gago! You built your military base on our own territory, gago! Patunayan nyo muna that the United States is egging the Philippines. Patunayan nyo. Mag-cite kayo ng law. Diba? Nagsa-cite kayo ng law, but you at the first place is lawless. Ha? Ito sabi nila, China is determined to uphold our territorial sovereignty and maritime rights and interests. The U.S.-Philippine Mutual Defense Treaty will not move us a bit from our will and resolve. Okay. Wala naman kami sinasabi. Wala rin sinasabi ang US sa inyo. Ang sinasabi lang ng US, it's an ironclad commitment. Umiikot na tumbong ninyo. Ngayon, you are playing victim. You are accusing the US that it's egging the Philippines. Wah! Kayo kayang batuhin namin ng itlog. Nasaan yung sinasabi nyong territorial sovereignty and maritime rights? Saan? Show us a definite proof that comes from the international body. No? In turn, sasabihin namin sa inyo anong karapatan namin dyan. 2016 arbitral ruling. On that ruling itself, in which you are a member of, they junk your claim of historical rights. And they did not decide on the territory. So why do you have to say territory? Wala nga eh. Diba? Pero kami, merong rights sa aming exclusive economic zone na gusto nyo pang angkinin na 200 nautical miles. Nasaan ang maritime rights nyo sa aming exclusive economic zones based on that international ruling? None. In which your puppet, Rodrigo Duterte, wants to quash it, wants to throw that in the trash o subukan niya. Hindi niya nga nagawa eh. Puro lang siya salita. Sabi niya, punitin ko pa, tapong ko pa sa trash. Ba't di mo ginawa? Gonggong. Puro ka lang daldal pala. Diba? Hindi mo kayang gawin. O tulad nung sabi niyang, papatayin ko kayo sa mga drug addict, sa mga drug lords. Wala naman pala siyang napatay. Kundi yung mga cohorts niya. Tulad ng ginagamit ng anak niya. Bakit may sinabi, ba't ako bang pumatay? O diba? Kita niyo ang kagaguhan nila. Magaling lang silang mamalyoso po. Magaling lang magsalita. Pero sa gawa, wala, ipagagawa sa iba. Pero sa totoo, hindi nila kaya. Oy, kayabang. Diba, mga kababayan? Mayayabang lang pala. O, ayan po, mga kababayan, no? Kahit na ano pang sabing rhetoric ng China, pa-victim sila, wala. Walang umuoo eh. Walang pumapanig sa kanila, mga kababayan. Sila lang. Sila lang naglolokohan. Sarili nila, niloloko nila. Mga citizen nila, niloloko nila. Eh, mga gunggong kasi mga citizen nila eh. No? O, kayo po, mga kababayan, po inyong masasabi. Comment down below and don't forget to like and share. Hope to see you on the next videos. Bye-bye. God bless.